Hi, my name is Andrew, and in this video, we're going to talk about the important functions and features that we have implemented in our project at Cacti Succulent. So in this assignment 2, our focus point will be more towards the backend part of the code. So without further ado, let's begin. The first thing I want to talk about is the creation of the database. So the creation of the database involves two scripts, the connection.php and the database.php. So the connection.php creates the database if the database does not exist in the database itself. And the second part of the script creates the table and add it into the database that we have created in the connection.php. Other than that, we have also created a default users and added into the database as well. So the second thing I want to talk about is the login features that our team has implemented. So notice that this header currently it is shown only to non-login users. So for example, if I were to log into the system, the header will change accordingly. So how do we implement this these functions? So let me show you from the login server. This login server is executed when we click the confirm button in the login.php. So in the login server, if the credential matches whatever that is inside the database, we will set the user ID close to the global variable called active user ID. So by using global variable, we were able to transfer this user ID into other pages as well. So we can hold this variable whenever we want, and we will get the value the user's ID. So in this page, this script is the login function. So if the session ID has something, we will include the login.php header. However, if the session active user's ID fails, then we will throw an error, and the catch block will catch the error, and then we will include the normal header for the users instead. So this is how our login system works. So I want to show a final enhancement that we did for this project. It is inside the order form itself. So in the order form, our team has added a functions for the users to add how many products that they would like to order. This is the enhancement. So how do we do that? So the same concept as the login for the login enhancement that we did. We also uses a global variable, but in this case, we use a counter, a global variable name counter, and this counter will be incremented or decremented by the users whenever they press the counter incremental button or counter decremental button. So whenever they press this button, order confirm.php will be executed. So inside the order confirm.php, we will check the input. So if the input is either the counter incremental button or the counter decremental button, we will then run this part of the code. So in this part of the code, if the counter decremental button is incremental button, sorry. So if the counter incremental button is pressed, the session counter will be incremented by 1. So if the counter decremental button is pressed, the session counter will be decremented. And after the execution of this part of the code, we will set the header back to the order.php and we'll exit. And yeah, so this is how the enhancement works for this part of the code. So now I'm going to pass it to my other group mates to discuss about their parts. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you to the last presenter. I am Song Yin, and this is my part of the presentation, and it will be on registration. So when the user taps on the sign up button, will lead to the register.php page, and this will be the registration form, and you have to fill in your personal details and address. And then we will go ahead and fill in everything. So right now we'll tap on submit, and it has led you to the register confirm.php page. And the purpose for this page would be for users to confirm their details like username, email number, password, and address. And for the codes for this page, we can see that in line 108, the username and address combine the first name and last name for the username, and street address, city, and state postcode are combined with commas for address. So being single line, so this is just for simplification. And also when either the back button or the confirm buttons have been tapped on, user will be brought to register confirm server.php. Now we will be looking at the database. Under MySQL, go to admin. You can see that Cacti Succulent's database has appeared. Tap on it, go to users. This is and now we will be comparing the before and after of the database. So right now, as we can see, there are already 4 users in the database. And once we click on confirm for our details, once you have been registered, our details will appear in the database. So let's refresh it. There you have the 5th user, John Lee. You can see the username, password, user type, contact, and email. As for the register confirm server.php page, it will not appear as a page on the website. Instead, in the codes, once the back button here has been tapped on, the user will be redirected to the index.php page, and the global variables will all be destroyed. On the other hand, if the user taps on confirm, line 35 will be executed and this page will be connected to the database and all the details will be inserted into the database. After everything has been executed, the global variables will also be destroyed and users will be also redirected to the index.php page. And that's all for my part. I would like to pass it on to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yuri. This is the website that my group and I have come up with. This is the database of the website. You'll be able to see that there's no data for both order details and orders, but for users, we have created 2 default accounts. Now, for the customer to be able to have access to our website, they'll need to first sign up. They'll need to enter their personal details and address. Now, give it a password and click submit. Here, the customer will be able to check and confirm their information. Click confirm. Now, the customer will need to sign in. For username, they'll need to enter their first name and last name and the password. Now, the customer will be able to successfully make purchases. For example, the customer would like to purchase a cactus plant. For this page, we have used order.php, where the customer will need to enter the data. For example, they want bunny ear 2. But by clicking add product, the previously entered data will be gone. So the customer will need to enter from the start again. Now they want red tail and 1. The customer will need to select the payment method and delivery mode that they would like to purchase with. Now, if the customer clicks place order, orderconfirm.php will be executed, where the customer will be able to check and confirm their order. But by clicking either back or confirm, these 2 buttons, orderconfirmserver.php will be executed. Now, as we click confirm, the customer will be taken back to the main page. But when we check the database in users, we will be able to see that the new account has been created. And here we have the new data for both orders and order details. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shane and I will be showing you the view orders page for our website. So to get into the view order page, we have to first log into an admin account. So according to the users database here, this would be the account that we are using. And after logging in, this would be the view orders page. So in the view order page, there is the product ID, payment method, the delivery method, the user, and the action button. So this table here is correlating to the orders database, for which you can see the order details ID, the user ID, payment method, and the delivery mode. So by pressing one of the buttons here, let's say 4, you can see the product of this particular user and the quantity of it. This is correlating to the order details table database here. So you can see 4, you have barrel cactus mini 3-piece tool set and squeeze bottle right here. And the quantity 11, 21, and 31 respectively. And these are the delete and edit buttons which Darren would explain and showcase. Here is the search bar. You can search the products. Let's say cactus, and you search. It will filter the table and only display the products with the word cactus in it. And to clear the filter, you just press this again and the filter will be cleared. Now to show the user, this would be the user that placed the order, Janice, with the contact number, email, and the address. This here is correlating to the user's database right here. As you can see, the username, the contact details, email address, and the address. And that's all for me.
Hi, my name is Darren and I will be showing you the edit and delete buttons in view order page, view order product page, and also view order product edit page. In the view order page, you can see product ID 2, 3, 4, and also the action delete button here. So in the database, we can see the respective order ID in the order database. So if we delete the product with the ID 2, it will say data deleted successfully, and you can go to the database and refresh it. You will see that the first product has been deleted and it has been connected in the view order page. And now we can click into product ID to go into view order product page. In here, you can see the product quantity and also the delete button and the edit button here. As you can see, the edit button has the function to delete the product. Now we move on to order The first product with the order details ID 2 has been listed. However, we don't select to page. It only shows 2 and here shows 2 products too. Now we can try out the view for the product edit page. As you can see, we have left 2 products here. We can click the product with the ID 3. And here we can see 2 products here. We can edit it. The all quantity the one we wish to edit. I'll change the type to 10, change it to 50, let's say. The all quantity will be shown in the database. And you click the confirm button. It says product quantity change successfully. And you can check again in the page. It has been updated. And also in the database, the quantity here has been changed to 10 and 60 respectively. And that is all from me. Thank you.